Hello and welcome to our pocket dimension of the internet. You've stumbled across One Shots. My name is Cali, and today we'll be going through a look back of 2025 and a look forward of 2026. So, what happened in 2025? The big highlights. First, we kicked it off with a promotional video that we filmed in a speakeasy. It brought in a lot of cast and crew for the first time in person and set a really good vibe and tone for the rest of the year. Thank you so much to all the volunteers, cast and crew. Your time and talents were much appreciated. The promotional video was the last thing I needed in order to kickstart the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter ran through, I believe, the month of June. It has been a long year. That was a while ago, and it succeeded. And now we have, ta-da, the bar mat, game mat for One Shots, where you can play it. This game mat bar mat is the whole reason why this whole journey exists, so that I could hold this in my hand. So I am satisfied, but interested to see how far the journey will go. I want to share the joy that I have experienced with as many other folks as I can while still remaining sustainable. If you want one of these, you can find it at oneshotsgame.com/shop. That's the number one, shotsgame.com/shop. Also during this year was spent putting together cast and crew, not just for the one big promotional video. Putting together cast and crew for one film shoot for the promotional video is a different animal than trying to find a cast and crew that can sustainably create content throughout the year in an ongoing and sustainable way. So a lot of this year was spent trying to find that cast and crew, folks that I enjoy playing with. I think that folks will enjoy watching us play and that work well and jive well. All the folks that I'm working with are also friends, so working to make sure that this friend and work relationship doesn't put a strain on either one and can work well for all of us involved. Last of the big highlights is that we've been able to play test the concept of adventure decks for the One Shots game, but also specifically the old fashioned job, the one that is featured in that promo video that we shot, and we've been fine tuning it ever since. And now it's at a point where I feel like it could be ready to be released. But that gets us a little bit into next year. 2025 was an awesome year for One Shots. It was the first year for One Shots, so it can only get better from here. I suppose that means it could also only get worse, but it can only get better from here. Now, let's take a look ahead into 2026. What are we doing? Well, previously mentioned, we have oneshotsgame.com/shop. A big experiment for 2026 is oneshotsgame.com/shop. That is where we are selling the One Shots Game Mat Bar Mat, as well as everything else that we are able to produce and acquire in small batches. This is so instead of having to rely on periodic Kickstarters for you to be able to get the goods that we're making, you can just go online and buy it. You still will be acquiring it at more like Etsy Kickstarter prices. That's because we're still at the part where when you buy something from us, you are purchasing an investment in our experience more so than just the goods that you're receiving. But also, small batches of custom products costs a lot of money. So until we're able to make a bunch of stuff, these are the prices. This is where they're at. So thank you to everyone so far who has contributed to our journey by financially investing in us. We hope that you have enjoyed the returns on your investment and that you continue to do so as you follow along in the One Shots journey. I'm very excited. Later this month being January of 2026, should be arriving the Railmat Game Mat Companion One Shots game. One Shots can be played as a standalone game, as seen in any of our standalone actual plays, but can also be played as a companion to your favorite TTRPG. Dungeons and Dragons, Shadow Dark, Daggerheart, Pathfinder, you name it. Whatever the game system you use, as long as you roll dice, you can use One Shots as a companion for it. This bar mat doubles, actually triples in purposes. One, it's a functional bar mat that you can use, which still kind of blows my mind that this was once an idea in my head whenever I was a bartender, and now it's real and I can hold it, I can feel it, and I can share it with people. Two, it is the One Shots game mat. And three, it can also function as the One Shots companion game mat. The rail mats will be a little bit more budget friendly, a little bit different of a space that they will take up, and they can only be a companion. The rail mat won't provide a place for all the game mechanics of a full One Shots game, but it'll give you everything you need in order to run it as a companion to your favorite tabletop role playing game of choice. And for me, probably my biggest goal for 2026 is to get to the point where I can consistently and sustainably pay cast and crew and still have a little bit left over for the business to invest in its future. By the time that you've seen this video, I have already started to pay the crew because they are lending their time and expertise to give a product, as opposed to the cast, who is, they're still lending their time and talents to help deliver a product, but they're also playing a tabletop role playing game with me as I give them free alcohol. So I feel less urgency to pay cast and more urgency to start paying crew or enter into some quid pro quo relationship where some amount of goods and services are being exchanged. Thank you so much to our two editors, Crutch and Michael. Your work is very much appreciated, and I hope to continue working with you in the year. Speaking of editors, the main thing that you'll be able to experience, the main thing that we'll be doing in 2026 that will be able to impact you, is the videos that we're planning on putting out. We're set to be able to consistently put out long form actual play videos, long form actual play companion videos, and some other short form videos, either shorter regular videos or YouTube shorts. We hope that you enjoy those. Right now, you should be able to check out the first few prelude episodes of The Whiskey Thief, which is our actual play companion video series. We'll be playing D&D 2024 with 1Shots alongside it. As we pick up steam and gain momentum, we're also hoping to start doing collaborations with other tabletop content creators in the space. So if that's you, feel free to reach out and we'll see what we can do. 2025 was awesome, and I've got a good feeling about 2026. Thank you for coming along for the 1Shots journey. And as always, stay safe, have fun, heck yeah.